Assalamu alaikum. This is Btv Chattogram welcoming you to the English news from Btv Chattogram. Let's begin with the top stories. Namaz-e-Janaza of former State Minister Mizanur Rahman Sinha held at South Plaza of Jatiya Shongshud with participation of Prime Minister Tariq Rahman. Government considering forming commission to fill gap in media management, informs Information and Broadcasting Minister. ICT sends former Vice-Chancellor of Rangpur Begum Rokeya University Professor Hasibur Rashid to prison in Abu Said murder case. Three-day land services fair to start in Chattogram next Tuesday. Very bad times await Iran unless peace agreement reached soon, warns U.S. President Trump. And Notun Kori sports competition kicks off at regional level in Chattogram. Viewers, those were the top stories. Now moving on to the details. The Namaz-e-Janaza of former State Minister for Health Mizanur Rahman Sinha was held today at the South Plaza of the Jatiya Shongshud. Prime Minister Tariq Rahman attended the Namaz-e-Janaza. Speaker, BNP Secretary General, Deputy Speaker, Cabinet members, Chief Whip and Whips, lawmakers, officials and employees of the Parliament Secretariat, political leaders, as well as family members and relatives of the deceased also attended the Janaza. After the prayers, Prime Minister Tariq Rahman paid tribute by placing wreath on the coffin of Mizanur Rahman Sinha. BNP Secretary General Mirza Fakhrul Islam Alamgir also paid tribute on behalf of the party. Tributes were also paid by the Speaker, Deputy Speaker, Chief Whip and Whips of Parliament along with the Parliament Secretariat. Later, a special munajat was offered seeking eternal peace for the departed soul. Mizanur Rahman Sinha passed away early Saturday while undergoing treatment in Singapore. Information and Broadcasting Minister Zahiruddin Shapun said the government may form a commission on media management through discussions with all stakeholders and on the basis of consensus. He made the remarks today after a courtesy meeting with the newly formed Television Editors Council at his office at the Secretariat in the capital. The minister said that although delayed, the information and forming of such an incarnation is a positive step. He stopped and added that the initiative would help accelerate the activities of the ministry. Members of the newly formed Television Editors Council said they do not want the culture of flattering that prevailed over the past 17 years. They say they are committed to responsible journalism where ensuring accountability will be the main priority. Former Vice-Chancellor of Begum Rokeya University in Rangpur, Professor Hasibur Rashid, who was sentenced to 10 years in prison in the case over the killing of Abu Said, the first martyr of the July mass movement, has been produced before the International Crimes Tribunal. Earlier today, he was brought to the tribunal under tight security from Mohammadpur police station in the capital. On April 9th, the tribunal sentenced him to 10 years imprisonment in the Abu Said murder case. He is accused of incitement, provocation, and negligence of duty in the killing of Abu Said. He has remained absconding since the beginning of the trial at the tribunal. Post Telecommunications and Information Technology Ministers and Minister Fakir Muhammad Anam hoped that Bangladesh will establish itself globally, not only as a user of technology but also as a producer, exporter, and provider of innovative technological solutions. He expressed this hope today at an event organized at the BTRC building in the capital on this occasion. Fokir Mohammad Anam said that necessary capabilities must be developed along with alternative arrangements to ensure that the country's telecommunications and digital connectivity systems are not disrupted during natural disasters, crisis, and cyber risk. Speaking as a special guest at the program, the Prime Minister's advisor on post telecommunications and information technology, Rihan Asif Assad, said that the government has taken the initiative to formulate a one citizen, one card, one digital wallet policy for every citizen within the next 2 years. Under this plan, every citizen will receive a unique digital ID from birth, which will be linked to a digital wallet. Through a video message at the program, International Telecommunication Union Secretary General Doreen Bogdan Martin called on governments, industries, and global partners to work together to build secure, resilient, and inclusive digital infrastructure. Presided over by the Secretary of the Post and Telecommunications Division, Bilkis Jahan Rumi, State Minister for Civil Aviation and Tourism, M. Rusuluzzaman Milat, State Minister for Social Welfare, Farzana Sharmin, State Minister for Liberation War Affairs, Ishraq Hussain, ICT Division Secretary Qazi Anwar Hussain, and BTRC Chairman retired Major General Muhammad Imdad Ul-Bari addressed the occasion. Now, international news. U.S. President Donald Trump warned that Iran will face very bad times unless a peace agreement is reached quickly. In a telephone interview with a French media outlet, President Trump said reaching an agreement would also be in Iran's interest. International media outlets have claimed that senior advisors have already prepared various plans, including possible military strikes, amid speculation that U.S. President Donald Trump may take a major decision regarding Iran. The advisors said that even the president does not make a final decision, officials from countries with vested interest are trying to persuade Iran to reopen the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said they have received messages indicating that Trump administration's interest in renewed talks. However, he added there remains skepticism about Washington's true intentions. Meanwhile, Pakistan's Interior Minister Mohsin Naqvi is visiting Tehran to begin fresh discussions and seek a way to a lasting peace agreement. Wes Streeting, the former British Health Secretary who resigned from the government this week, said he will run to replace Prime Minister Keir Starmer when the contest is triggered. Starmer's government has been on the edge, with the United Kingdom leader facing calls for resignation since his ruling Labour Party suffered disastrous local elections. Though Starmer has brushed aside growing criticism, a Labour contest to replace him looks all but inevitable in London. While still not announcing, has kickstarted the formal leadership challenge process. Streeting confirmed on Saturday that he will be the replace Starmer and become the centre-left Labour's new leader. Whoever leads the governing party, which has a big majority in the UK's parliament, will by default become Prime Minister. Back to national news. Chattogram City Mayor Dr. Shahidul Hussain has called for a coordinated initiative to preserve, collect, and properly manage the hides of sacrificial animals in Chattogram. He made this call at a meeting with various government services organizations and leather traders on the management of sacrificial animal hides at the City Corporation building in the afternoon. He said hide management is not just a business matter, it is also directly related to the cleanliness of the city and public health. The mayor mayor said that hide management is a complex issue. The highest level of the government is also giving importance to this issue. The government is vigilant so that no chaos is created in this regard. He said that the opinions of traders are very important in terms of preservation process and duration of the hides, so that chaos cannot occur at the Upazila level and the price of salt used for preservation can be kept affordable. The Land Services Fair 2026 is going to be held in Chattogram with the aim of making land services harassment-free, transparent, and accountable. The three-day fair will start next Tuesday at the city's Circuit House premises. Chattogram Divisional Commissioner Dr. Muhammad Ziauddin gave this information at a press conference at the city's Circuit House auditorium in the afternoon. Deputy Commissioner Muhammad Zahidul Islam and officials of the district and divisional commissioners' offices were present on the occasion. At the press conference, the divisional commissioner said that the Land Services Fair will be held in divisional, district, and Upazila level land offices across the country from 19th to 21st of May. The fair will provide immediate online land development tax, e-registration, copy of letter, acceptance of land settled by the landless, and document transfer services. In addition, any land-related complaint or query can be resolved using the 16122 hotline. In response to a query from journalists, the divisional commissioner said that arrangements are being made to have a headman in every union to improve land management in the hill districts. Now, sports news. Cricket. Bangladesh took total command of the second test against Pakistan in Sylhet, finishing day 2 with a commanding 156-run overall lead. After bowling Pakistan out for 232, the host consolidated their advantage by closing the day at 110 by 3 in their second innings. Pakistan resumed the morning session at 21 for nil, but collapsed rapidly against a relentless opening spell from Taskin Ahmed, removing Abdullah Fazal and first test centurion Azan Awais in his consecutive opening overs. The pressure sustained as opener and open spinners Mehdi Hassan Miraj extracted sharp turn, sending back Pakistan captain Shan Mahsood and Saud Shakil. The disciplined bowling squeezed Pakistan tightly, leaving them reeling at 96 for 4 at the lunch break. Following lunch, former captain Babar Azam mounted a brief counterattack on his return from injury. He stroked a resilient 68 of 84 balls. However, young speed test Nahid Rana broke his resistance with a clever change of pace. Rana and Taijul Islam claimed 3 wickets apiece to rip through the lower order. A furious tail-end cameo of 38 runs off 28 balls from Sajid Khan mitigated total disaster, but Pakistan folded for 232, surrendering a vital 46-run first innings deficit. Bangladesh's top order capitalized immediately on the lead during the opening and evening session. Opener Mahmudul Hassan Joy bounced back fiercely from the first innings duck, blasting a rapid 52 off just 64 deliveries. Pakistan claimed a tiny window of hope when Kuram Sahjad found Mominul's outside edge on the absolute final ball of the day. Speaker Najmul Hussain Shamta remains unbeaten 13 at the crease. Bangladesh holds a 1-0 lead in the series and looks heavily poised to sweep it on day 3. The regional level Notun Kuri Sports 2026 has kicked off at the district sports stadium in Chattogram today. The 3-day competition will continue till next Tuesday. The competition was inaugurated by Chattogram City Corporation Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hussain. The district-level winners of Chattogram, Cox's Bazar, Rangamati, Bandarban, and Kagashwari districts have participated in the Chattogram regional level. They are competing in 8 disciplines, including football, cricket, martial arts in the boys and girls categories. Local public representatives, administration, players, sports judges, and other concerned persons were present at the inaugural ceremony organized by the Divisional Administration and District Sports Office. Highlighting the importance of the sports in building a healthy life, Chattogram City Mayor Dr. Shahadat Hussain said, many national players have emerged from this Chattogram. The Notunkuri sports competition is being held at 4 levels at the grassroots level to explore the talent of 12 to 14-year-olds. After the Upazila district to regional levels, this event will be held at the national level. Sports personalities said the Notunkuri sports will play a unique role in developing the future generation as healthy, beautiful, confident, and patriotic citizens.